Hi, welcome and join us at our Bali Safari Day Tour. Here you have is a map of the safari. You can actually obtain it after you enter the safari. The ticket price for the adults and the children are actually of a different price. So do check it out and plan it well before you purchase your ticket. So for kids that's below 3, it's actually free. So you do need to ask them at the counter. So if you do have a guide, it will actually be helpful as the guide will be entering for free and they can actually guide you around in the safari. So do make plans if you plan to have a guide to bring you around. What you're seeing now is we are entering the safari tram. Okay, so this is a very spacious one as you can see. It's a pram positive. You can actually sit in the front row to put in the pram. So here we are taking our selfie. This is the front view of the safari tram. As you can see, it's very spacious and it's air conditioned. That's the good thing about it. So you won't have to sweat. And here we have to take this tram to the other station where that will be the start of the tour for the safari. Basically everything here that you need to do feeding will actually have to pay. So our first trip that we did was to feed the piranhas. So it was at $8 for 2 feet of the catfish, okay, to the piranha. So we did a first try and here you have the video of how we do our first feed. Wow. What is fast?
What is that? Chicken?
Fish.
Fish. Why? Why? Okay, down up. Down. See how they come. Don't need so long. Don't need so long. Don't need so long. You got us a chance. You got us a chance. Yeah, play game with them. Yeah, let's jump up. They pull down. Let's see they over there. Yeah.
After the feed, we are here heading towards our first show, which is the animal show. So here you can see is all the food and all the huts. So as you walk, you can walk past all these parrots where you can actually take photos with them. So it's actually free for this, so you can just give it a try. Why not? The animal show area is actually quite big and spacious, so the seats are all elevated. Well, it's not very comfortable, but the good thing is they actually speak in English and also in their local language for all the audience. At the Big Cat show, so here you see it's actually very spacious and it's sheltered, although it's very hot. Okay, but the good thing is the ventilation is good, so you won't feel as warm as it is. And their shows are actually very good. They actually have a storyline to tell you about how the lives of the tiger. And what surprised me is there's actually the people, okay, with their trainers with the tiger, which is something that we don't have it here. So I would actually recommend this for a very good experience where you can actually see all the live actions with up close. And I think it's quite close where you can actually see the show, which we don't have it in Singapore. So if you actually plan to go for it, this is something that you need to watch. It's one after another, so do make sure that you do not miss it. So as you can see, the tigers is actually running and around all these features, and the trainers are acting on with it. So here is actually a zoom in view of the tiger. Okay, so I find that it's quite interesting and it's very good for the kids. Next is actually the elephant show, which is the third one of all the shows that we have. And here this is very up close that we don't get to see this in Singapore too. Okay, so the elephant in the water, and same, their performance is good, it's great. I would say that it's actually well planned. They actually show more than just introducing the animals. For this elephant, so they actually have a very good show where they show that the elephant can actually help and save people and how to work together and be together. And that's me being volunteered up to do a show with the elephant. Yep, it's my first time, so I'm quite excited about it. So it's my first time being so close to an elephant, and it's one of the experience that I find is good in Bali.
What are you going to do with this last participant? Don't be naughty, Della. 1, 2, and 3. Wow, a beautiful flower chain from Della. So how does it feel? You like it?
So after lunch, there's ice cream, coffee, and snacks that you can actually get from. So further on to the right, they also have Magnum for all the Magnum lovers. So this crocodile feeding is actually 12 per feet. So I would say it's very good as you can do it with a child, and you can actually have an up close experience, which I don't think you have it in any Asia country. So this is one of the best that you can actually fight a tug of war with the crocodile. So based on the video, you can see this first fight, and so let that fight begin. Okay, the next highlight of the safari for us is actually the feeding the predators. So you actually get to be in the cage where you can feed quite a few animals. So the pricing is actually 25 per person, and kids below 3 is free. So what I would say is that I would really love this because the experience is really up close. You are in the cage, and here you have the tiger climbing up the cage. I don't think it's always they will keep doing this, but it's the first time, and it's one of the good experience where the tiger is above us, as you can see. So we get to feed them up close on the cage. Okay, but this tiger is not feeling it that day, so after a while he came off. So for tiger, we didn't really feed him much. So as we move on, we get a roar from the tiger. So here's my daughter aggressively feeding the animal. So it's actually good for all the young kids for a good experience. You see, she has always been asking for the carrot and wanting to feed.
Yeah, please keep the carrot for the next herbivore in front.
So here you have the lion feeding corner, where the lion actually come forward and let us feed them using the tongs. I personally would like to recommend this to all parents with kids because it's actually quite friendly, and it's actually very interactive for all the kids to be feeding the animals. So here we are at a petting zoo. There's this corner where you can actually feed the animals like the guinea pig, the goat, the chicken, the duck, and so on. So actually very interactive for the kids, where they can actually pet the animals and try to learn more about them. Lastly, we have our safari journey where we took the safari tram, and each tram is air conditioned, as I said before, and we also have our very own guide that will explain to us all about the safari. So here you can see the lion, and it's a very nice close up with them. So for this safari, I will actually rate it 5-star, and I really recommend those parents with kids to bring them on this tour. Now we've come to the end of the tour intro, so hope that when you're there, you do visit the safari. Okay, thank you for watching.